So while watching Indiana Jones, I kept thinking about all those lost temples buried in the sand, forgotten by time. But here's the thing, some of them aren't even fiction. There's a site in southeastern Turkey that rewrites everything we thought we knew about human civilization. It's real, it's massive, and it's 12,000 years old. Older than the pyramids, older than Stonehenge, older than cities. It's called Göbekli Tepe. The archaeologists say it shouldn't even exist. This is the Vault Files, and today we're diving into the temple that breaks history. Let's dig in, literally. So what is Göbekli Tepe? Located on a hilltop in modern-day Turkey, the Göbekli Tepe consists of dozens of circular stone enclosures, each made of massive T-shaped pillars. Some of these stones are 16 feet tall and weigh over 10 tons. Many are carved with detailed animal imagery: foxes, lions, vultures, scorpions. No writing, no pottery, no metal tools. And yet it was built 6,000 years before Stonehenge. The site was first discovered in the 1960s, but it wasn't until the 1990s that excavations revealed just how big, old, and complex it really was. This is why it shouldn't exist. According to mainstream history, human civilization began around 3000 BCE, which the invention of agriculture and the rise of cities happened then. But Göbekli Tepe dates this 9,600 BCE, when humans were supposedly still hunter-gatherers. So the question is, how did these people build a stone temple more complex than anything for the next 7,000 years? There's no signs of farming, villages, or permanent homes around the site from that time period. There's no metal tools, there's no wheels, and yet the architecture is advanced. It's like the ending of the movie is happening before the beginning even starts. It's kind of weird. So no one knows exactly who built Göbekli Tepe. Some believe it was the work of an unknown pre-civilization, a culture lost to time. Others argue that it was a spiritual meeting place for many wandering tribes, and a few believe it's evidence of a civilization that existed before the last ice age, wiped out by a global catalysm. There's even speculation that it aligns with star systems or encodes messages about the constellations and cosmic events. And it raises a big possibility. Maybe civilization didn't start with farming. Maybe it started with belief, with ritual, community, and storytelling. So here's the weirdest part of Göbekli Tepe. It was deliberately buried. Sometime around 8000 BCE, the people who built it intentionally filled it with sand and rubble and earth. They covered up their own creation and then walked away. Why though? Was it a ritual? Was it a protective act before a disaster? Or were they trying to hide something? Whatever the reason, the burial preserved the site almost perfectly for 10,000 years. It's almost like they knew someone would come looking for it later. The carvings at Göbekli Tepe aren't just decorations, though. Many researchers believe that they represent a symbolic language full of cosmology, myth, and even apocalyptic warnings. One carving in particular, the vulture stone, has been interpreted by some as a record of a comet strike that ended the Ice Age around 10,800 BCE. Others think that the animals represent constellations, and the site was used to track the skies long before observatories were ever invented. And of course, there's fringe theories, Atlantean architects, alien influences, stargates, but the carvings are real, the timeline is real, and the mystery is still wide open. Here's what makes this even crazier. Only about 5% of Göbekli Tepe has been excavated. The site is massive and almost all of it is still underground. Archaeologists do believe there's dozens more circles and hundreds of pillars that are still buried there. And they've already found another nearby site called the Karhan Tepe, I think that's how you pronounce it, the Karhan Tepe, that might be even older. This could mean there wasn't just one ancient temple, but a network of forgotten sacred sites, all linked by a lost culture. And we're only just beginning to understand what that means. So, Göbekli Tepe doesn't fit the story we've been told. It's too old, too advanced, too mysterious. And the fact that we're still uncovering it layer by layer, pillar by pillar, means this isn't just a footnote in history. It might be the first chapter. This is the Vault Files. Subscribe for more ancient mysteries, hidden history, and real-world relics that challenge everything we thought we knew. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram for short-form breakdowns, and head over to Patreon for full access to the archives, exclusive extras, and early drops. So let me know in the comment. Do you think Göbekli Tepe was a temple or the last surviving piece of something even older? Drop your comments below. Let me know. Thank you guys. I'll see you at the next video.